All right, so before we get started, let me just say that I don't own every single earbud known to man. So just keep that in mind before you head down to the comments asking why I didn't mention this earbud or that earbud. And make sure you stick around towards the end of the video because I also have a bonus pair of earbuds that I'm going to talk about as well. So first up, let's talk about a set of earbuds that probably don't get the attention they deserve. And those are the Technics EAH-AZ80. These are kind of a sleeper pair where if you know, you know, but if you don't, you probably wouldn't think out to go and buy these. As far as the pros, I would say sound quality, multi-point connection, and call quality. They've got solid bass response, excellent clarity and resolution, but what stands out to me more so than that is just how open and spacious the sound is. They're definitely one of the best that I've ever tried when it comes to overall soundstage. And on top of that, they do support high resolution audio. Of course, you have custom EQ inside the companion app. So if you want to go in there and make some changes, you have that at your disposal. Now, as far as multi-point connection, there are plenty of earbuds out there that support 2 devices at the same time. But these are the only earbuds that I've tested that support not 1, not 2, but 3 devices all at the same time. So if you want to be connected to a phone, a tablet, and a laptop simultaneously, these earbuds have you covered. And you might think everything would be slow and glitchy switching between that many devices, but as long as you press pause on your current device before switching to the next device, you'll be just fine. Now, when it comes to phone calls, these are one of my favorite at canceling background noise and isolating the voice. And there's even a feature inside the app that allows you to record your own voice and listen back to it to see how well they're picking up your voice. That's another feature I haven't really seen on any other pair of earbuds. Now, as far as cons, I would say the noise cancellation and transparency mode aren't quite top tier. Definitely respectable, and it'll get you through most scenarios, but if those are your main priorities, I do have other recommendations. Next up, we have the Sennheiser Momentum TWS 3. So a question that I get asked a lot is which earbuds have the best sound quality? And more times than not, my response is the Sennheiser Momentum TWS 3. So as far as pros, obviously sound quality, and I would also say call quality. These are certainly one of the most dynamic sounding earbuds where you get incredible bass and excellent treble and clarity. So if you like that V-shaped type of sound, you'll definitely like these. They have a personalized audio feature inside the app that customizes the sound based on your personal preferences. And in my opinion, that's the easiest way to get the most out of the sound quality right out of the box. So definitely check that out if you decide to grab these. Now, as far as phone calls, I think these do a great job of picking up the voice. So if you need to take an occasional call, whether it's indoors or outdoors, I would say that these have you covered. Now, moving over to the cons, similar to the Technics EAH-AZ80, I would say that the noise cancellation and transparency mode aren't exactly top tier, definitely solid, but if you're looking for the best of the best in those areas, again, I have other recommendations. Another con I would say with these is mysterious death. You're probably wondering what in the world that means. So if you search enough online reviews and online forums, you'll find stories of these earbuds just randomly dying, where the earbuds will no longer charge and they're pretty much rendered useless. And believe it or not, this actually happened to me a couple weeks ago. So as much as I love these earbuds, I do want to be transparent. Now, does this mean if you go out and buy these earbuds, you're 100% going to have the same experience? Absolutely not. But there is a chance some quality control issues could surface, which, to be fair, is the case for all companies to an extent. Next up, we have the Sony WF-1000XM5. These are Sony's flagship noise canceling earbuds. And when it comes to the pros, I've got noise cancellation, sound quality, and fit. So if noise cancellation is one of your main priorities, these are a pair that I would definitely recommend. They have some of the strongest noise cancellation you're going to find, which makes them perfect for travel. So if you catch a lot of flights, train rides, subways, things of that nature, these are certainly going to block out a lot of that distracting noise. They also have one of the best versions of adaptive noise cancellation, where the earbuds adjust based on the noise level around you. When it comes to sound quality, these are solid across the board. Great bass response, it's really nice and punchy. There's also great clarity, but what stands out to me the most is actually the mid-range. These have a way of bringing vocals to life in a way that not too many other earbuds can. Similar to the Sennheiser Momentum TWS 3, these have a custom audio feature that develops an EQ preset based on a series of sound tests. So that's a really easy way to customize the sound. Moving over to the fit, I was incredibly happy to find out that these earbuds are much smaller compared to the previous version, the WF-1000XM5. For me, the XM4 were way too large and bulky to use on a regular basis. They would literally fall out with the slightest amount of movement. So if you had a negative experience as far as the fit with the XM4, you might give the XM5 a shot. For me, the difference has been night and day. As far as cons, I would probably say microphone performance. Sony earbuds have never really been top contenders when it comes to call quality. Don't get me wrong, the XM5 microphones will suffice majority of the time, but I do think they could be a tad better. Next up, we have the Bose Quietcomfort Ultra, and these have made the list for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only: sound quality and noise cancellation. If noise cancellation is a top priority, there's not too many earbuds that are going to outperform these. So again, another great option for those that travel frequently. As far as sound quality, it's rich, great bass, great clarity, custom EQ, and Bose has hung their hat on sound quality and noise cancellation for years. So on those fronts, they definitely have you covered. Now, as far as cons, I have connectivity, no wireless charging, and no multi-point. I've had these earbuds pretty much since they came out, and the connection can be very spotty. I've noticed that when I take one earbud out of the case, whether it's the left or the right, the earbud struggles to connect properly to my device. And sometimes I have to go into my Bluetooth settings and force pair the earbud. Pretty much all the other earbuds that I own, whether I take one earbud or both earbuds out of the case, they have no problems pairing to my devices. But so far, that hasn't really been the case with these. Also, there's no wireless charging, and for the price, I definitely think these should have it. And if I'm not mistaken, every other earbud in this video offers wireless charging. Now, Bose does offer a wireless charging sleeve that you can purchase, but personally, I don't think you should have to pay additional money just to get wireless charging, especially when Bose gave us wireless charging for free on the original Quietcomfort earbuds. And then last but not least, there's no multi-point connection. So if that's a feature you're looking for, you will have to look elsewhere. Next up, we have the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. As far as pros, with these I have ecosystem, I have fit, and I have sound quality. If you own multiple Samsung devices, obviously these are going to be the perfect companion. You can use the Samsung wearable app to take full advantage of all the features. These are also one of the most compact earbuds, so if you have small ears much like myself, these are a great option, especially for things like exercise and working out. They stay in place very well thanks to a secure fit. And then as far as sound, these actually have a dual driver setup that gives you excellent performance, great bass and great clarity all the way around. Now, as far as cons, this is another pair I'd say could use some improvement as far as microphones. Also, when it comes to battery life, you're looking at roughly 18 hours total, which is a little on the lower side. And if you're looking for multi-point connection, you will have to look elsewhere. From there, we have the Oneplus Buds Pro 2. These are another pair that are kind of sleepers. As far as pros, I have sound quality, comfort, and call quality. When it comes to having a dynamic sound, these are totally on par with the Sennheiser Momentum TWS 3. These also have dual drivers, and they give you a very powerful sound. These can give you as much bass as you want or as much clarity as you want. And speaking of bass, if you're somebody that likes that subwoofer type feel in your music, you definitely want to check these out. Just go into the app and play around with the EQ and you'll quickly see what I'm talking about. As far as comfort, these are probably one of the most comfortable earbuds that I own. They have a very soft matte finish that helps them fit seamlessly in the ear. Now on the flip side, they probably wouldn't be my go-to for working out or hitting the gym, but when it comes to keeping things casual, these are pretty hard to beat. And then as far as call quality, these are extremely solid. It could be the stem style design where the earbuds are able to direct the microphones closer towards your mouth. Now, as far as cons, I would probably just say the less secure fit. Like I said, very comfortable, but not exactly the best when it comes to staying in place. Next up, we have the AirPods Pro 2. Whether you love Apple, hate Apple, the majority of smartphone users, at least in the US, are iPhone users. So when you consider that, the AirPods just make sense. As far as pros, I have ecosystem, I have noise cancellation, I have transparency mode, and I have call quality. If you're an Apple user with multiple Apple devices, you're able to take full advantage of these earbuds. The seamless connection, the tracking features, everything about these earbuds is made specifically for Apple devices. Also, this is another pair that has very strong noise cancellation. So if that's high on your list of priorities, these are a pretty safe choice. But not only that, these have what many consider to be the best transparency mode out of all earbuds. When it comes to allowing you to hear your surroundings and doing so in a very natural way, these are the standard. So if you need to have a conversation, hear an announcement, anything along those lines, these are going to be great for that. These also have pretty solid call quality if you need to take a call. As far as cons, I would say sound quality and lack of multi-point connection. The sound on these isn't necessarily bad, and for most people, it's probably more than enough. But if I was picking a pair of earbuds strictly based on sound quality, let's just say it wouldn't be these. They also don't have multi-point connection, which, to be fair, if you're only using Apple devices, doesn't really matter. But if you own multiple types of devices and you want to connect at the same time, these don't give you that option. Next up, we have the Soundcore Liberty 4. As far as pros on these, I'm just going to say everything. I'm not saying that these are the best earbuds in this video, but when it comes to overall value and bang for buck, nobody does it better than Soundcore. These are the most affordable earbuds in this video, and they probably have the longest list of features. They have great sound quality with high-res support. They have spatial audio with head tracking. They have great battery life, wireless charging, multi-point connection, excellent call quality, and they even have a built-in heart rate sensor. When you factor in the price, it's hard to complain about anything that these earbuds bring to the table. So if you're looking for the best option dollar for dollar, I would definitely recommend these. From there, we have the Marshall Motif II ANC. I had a chance to check these out recently, and I ended up liking them a lot more than I expected. As far as pros, I'm going to say sound quality, connection, and then I'm actually going to say appearance. The sound quality on these is great. As we know, Marshall has been around for years, making products centered around audio. These do have a companion app with custom EQ, so you can go in there and make some tweaks if you want. But all in all, you're getting a very well-rounded sound. When it comes to connection, these do offer multi-point, but aside from that, they also give you a very stable Bluetooth connection. I actually did a test outdoors where I used an Android and an iOS device, and I put the devices down to see how far away I could get before the sound would fade. And both times I was able to get ridiculously far with these earbuds. And then as far as looks, these things just have a very high-end appearance. I love the black color scheme with a slight touch of gold, and then you have this diamond-plated texture along the stem. It's just refreshing to see something different, especially when you see people with AirPods hanging in their ears everywhere you go. As far as cons, there's not many, but this is another pair that I would say aren't exactly top tier when it comes to noise cancellation and transparency mode. Last but not least, we have the Poly Voyager 360. I had the chance to check these out recently as well, and to me, these are one of the best options for working professionals. As far as pros, I have connection, comfort, and call quality. This is another pair that supports multi-point, and the charging case actually has a touchscreen display that allows you to manage your connected devices. These also come with a Type-C adapter that you can use with a Mac or PC for better performance. And not only that, these come with a Type-C to 3.5mm audio cable that allows you to turn any device with an audio jack into a Bluetooth device. Basically, you can plug the charging case into an audio jack and then the earbuds connect wirelessly to the charging case. A common use case would be in-flight entertainment. So you could connect the case directly to the plane, and then the earbuds connect to the case. This way you don't have to use those crappy earbuds that they pass out for free. When it comes to comfort, these use cone-shaped ear tips that keep pressure to a minimum inside the ear. So this is a pair you can easily wear for hours at a time. And then obviously, if you're going to use these for work purposes, you want good microphone performance. I tested these both indoors and outdoors, and both times I had zero issue. As far as cons, not really a whole lot to complain about, just another pair that's more so mid-tier as far as noise cancellation and transparency. So that concludes the top 10 list, but like I said, I do have a bonus pair of earbuds that I want to talk about, and those are the One More Fit Open S50. I've tested a ton of open style earbuds lately, and this pair really stood out to me. The whole idea and selling point behind open style earbuds is the fact that they don't have ear tips. And with that, you get better situational awareness and better comfort. These are great for outdoor athletes. If you want to go for a walk, go for a run, you can stay in tune with your surroundings and still listen to your music, podcast, or even take a call. Now, the compromise you make with open style earbuds comes with the sound quality. It's not quite as dynamic as it is with a pair of traditional earbuds, but the Fit Open S50 have what they call sound loops. It's kind of like a little ear gel that's similar to an ear tip, but it's not an ear tip. It even has holes on each side to maintain that open style. But what it does is kind of bridge the gap between the sound and your ear. And it just kind of directs the sound exactly where it needs to go. So they're still open earbuds, but they give you an almost hybrid type experience. And because of that, you do get improved sound quality. So for those of you that enjoy open style earbuds, I just wanted to bring some attention to these because, like I said, they really stood out to me thanks to that unique design. So that brings us to the end of the video. Hopefully you found it to be helpful. If so, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing for more videos just like this. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, the links to everything will be in the description box below, so feel free to check those out. And aside from that, happy holidays. I appreciate you guys as always, and I'll see you in the next one.